rewrite his Savitri, the epic and the legend in such a way that the various levels of consciousness of mind were filtered and fixed into the metric style of English language, the Vedic language. Let us understand first the 5 mental levels. According to Aurobindo, a man has a higher mind, an illumined mind, an intuitive mind, an overmind, and of course, the most well-known word, supermind. I will come back to this latter, but let me go back again to the Rajasic nature of Aurobindo. From 1983 to 1907, he was very much in the activities of the then Indian atmosphere. Especially, he was a great revolutionary, and Britishers dubbed him as the single most dangerous man in India. They were so much afraid of his approach towards the revolutionary nature in molding the minds of the then youth. This particular approach of Aurobindo, this particular 14-year period of Aurobindo, is what we can call the Rajasic nature. A soul coming out of its cocoons, coming out of tamas, searching for a goal, and when Aurobindo was arrested, first thought that arose in his mind was, "Why God, you have made me a tool for such a situation?" God said, "Wait and see." After 3 days in the jail, Aurobindo remembered that a few days back he had a feeling that he should quit these revolutionary activities, these political activities, and completely engross himself in yogic methodology and training. But he records later that he was so egoistic, he was so Rajasic in nature, that he felt that without him, India cannot get independence. And when again the inner intuition, not the concrete mind, not the knowledge-based mind, but the intuitive mind, suggested him to stop his political activities, he said, "Let me see for 2 or 3 more years and then think." And he was arrested. The 1 year of Aurobindo, 1908 to 1909, even though for external viewpoint was a very bad period, he has to live in seclusion. But after 1 year, he really understood that it was the Alipur ashram and not the jail. This again gives us a very important message that for Aurobindo, the 1 year jail period in seclusion, where he has to live in a room 9 by 5, where he has to bathe there, answer his nature's call, eat and sleep, was an ashram for him. Can you understand what it means? It means that whatever may be the situation in your life, it cannot be worse than what Aurobindo faced. And the most important thing is that in that particular 1 year period, Aurobindo came face to face with God. He understood his destiny, and he had very mystic and occult experiences. Let me share with you some of those experiences, because this is what we have to gain until we ourselves find our destiny and purpose of life. Again, you understand this sentence. First of all, we'll have to negate the tamasic approach. And the most tamasic approach is acquiring money. So the first and foremost aspects of understanding the divine and intuitive knowledge is that money for you is only a tool. You should always use it to the minimum, and you should take it as a trust given by Providence to use it for the development of others. This particular approach to money can be understood by the old saying as plain living and high thinking. This is what, first of all, those who wanted to change the world, those of us who are Mission RK members, those of us who want to be called as spiritualists and sadhakas, they should understand that not only money, but their approach towards sadhana also must change. They should not be selfish and think that they are working for their own liberation, developing into higher and higher levels of consciousness, feeling proud that they are separate from the humanity. But they should know that the entire sadhana they are doing, the spiritual practices they are doing, is for the upliftment of the world and not for himself. Keeping this in mind, I come to the Rajasic aspect is mainly to search for the purpose of life. First, Aurobindo started as an educationist, later as a revolutionist and a man who was interested in developing the desire in the Indian public to get freedom. This particular approach of 14 years, that is from his 21st year to his 14th year, that is for his 35th year, can be known as the search for the goal. And from his example, we can also understand that many times we are given an opportunity and guidance, and just as Aurobindo missed the call, we may be also missing the call, and these words which you are hearing may be the call from the divine. It is so silent in its approach towards us that we always miss the bus. Whenever God approaches us, we will be looking somewhere else. So maybe this particular words which you are hearing is the intuitional call which you are hearing through the life of Aurobindo. Don't miss it. And when I say don't miss it, don't miss the two approaches to life. One is about the money and the other is for the goal.